Welcome back to United USA 2020. I wanted to talk about... What up, YouTube? It's going down. What's up? Yeah, chilling. It is Taco Tuesday. Going to grab some lunch. I wanted to talk about the Inflation Reduction Act that Biden is signing today. Well, now he's already signed it by now, but what's crazy about it is the fact that they gave it a name like the Inflation Reduction Act, and when you read a little bit, you don't even have to read the whole thing. I'm sure lots of us, including myself, would love to take the time to read it. But just I skimmed through it, and it's mostly about healthcare and climate change, but it has nothing to do with reducing inflation. As a matter of fact, it's actually going to increase inflation. It's going to make things more expensive. Healthcare, it's given money to a lot of individuals in clean energy electronic vehicles in the auto industry, giving a lot of kickbacks to different companies that are, trying to get in the game. I understand that. I'm not saying it's all bad. I'm all for clean energy. I just think it's interesting how the simple fact that here they are talking about, it's in the Inflation Reduction Act. No, it doesn't really have much to do with that. It kind of reminds me of like all these other bills that they pass, going back to 20 years ago, the Patriot Act. They give it a freaking name like the Patriot Act. You read through a little bit of it, you see it's anything but patriotic. In other words, usually what they name these bills, the COVID Relief Act, I did a video about that $2 trillion, that 1.9 trillion, only 9% of that money of the CARES Act actually went to Americans. That's a fact. You can fact check that shit. The COVID-19, the CARES Act, because they care, and the this act, and the that act, and the Reduce Inflation Act, no. Inflation Reduction Act. Well, gee, I got an idea. Here's how we reduce inflation. How about you guys stop passing multi-billion and multi-trillion dollar bailouts? Why don't y'all stop spending our money like y'all got an unlimited credit card? Okay, how about that? And then stop attacking the oil industry and cutting off government leases for oil producers and shutting down the Keystone Pipeline. Maybe our gas wouldn't be as high as it is. Maybe inflation wouldn't be as high as it is if they didn't overspend, where they're weakening the US dollar. Our currency is weakened. If you just look at the last decade as Venezuela as a prime example of a currency that's been completely weakened because of the fact of how their country has overspent and their president has dug them into a hole. It's very, very similar to what we have going on here in America. Even though our economy is so much bigger, it's crazy. But when they talk about this, they're not telling us everything. Not telling us everything, that's for sure. This is why we all need to speak up all the more. Please like and share this video, comment below.